Known for its views.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Hear my wishes.
I'll go Today's no good for going out.
Ayun.
Did I say that yesterday as well?
Look over there! She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. Paimon's creeped out.
Ang imaginary friend
What?
ay gawa.
You mean
ng
you used to act like that
Illuminati.
too? So is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just exist in your imagination? Imagination. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you just say so? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet them? Seriously?
Imaginary boyfriend
So,
din.
imaginary friends just disappear when you grow up? Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. Hey, don't suppose your brother has an imaginary friend too? No way! You guys are so lucky! Because they have this game in Eula. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2 of you.
Oh, Traveler! Fancy meeting you here.
Wow, wala ka ng imagination,
Tone deaf
Paimon.
board. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
Ba yun yung apelido ni Gladys Reyes? Sumeru. Charot.
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called an Ernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while. And also, I'm testing it out for her, to see if it actually works.
Huh? Why can't Lisa use it?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's some other reason for it. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us. What does his imaginary friend look like?
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look. See if you can see Nora's imaginary friend.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon's size. Alright then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone's imaginary friends look like. Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed, you know? Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed...
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Most people can't see him. Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling left out.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying plant? Why?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together. You gotta admit that's pretty cool.
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of his adventures. I think his name was Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer. And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some of his stories.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other things to attend to.
Flora's pretty mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge?
Wait lang. Sayang yung foul. Huwag mo na kayo lilipad. Wait. Ah, shucks. Ah!
No way!
Well, that is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard?
No?
Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure to attack us.
What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Seriously? Oh, alright then. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Gosh, all I can think about is feeling.
Totoo ba to? Resident Evil 9 confirmed. Parang hindi naman.
Even if you are what would you like? I can't give up.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Even if you are a close friend. What would you like?
Come, my friend. Why an adventure?
I need to learn to handle my booze better.
Asa labas? Ayan. Wait lang. Pag ito pali.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master D-Luke, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one, unmistakable in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never wants to grow up.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh. Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
Si G.
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to become a knight that she... Okay, that's kinda weird.
Huh? Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks! I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training? Huh, how can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Ay, shucks. Wala pala akong ano. Kaya.
Blitz.
Nye. Wala akong ano. Wait lang. Ooh. Nothing from the misty dungeon can ever be taken inside. Assemble your adventuring team and prepare to journey to a place of profound secrets. Huh? Level 90? Ito kaya. Yun, malapit sa ano. Wait lang, clear lang natin.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
Ay, tekla. Sige na. Ay, shucks. Bobo. Bawasan tuloy.
Hit.
Race you! Out of the frying pan!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Nice and
Ayun.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Boba, get them! Swing blade!
Walang ano. Okay, balik tayo kay Ellen.
How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest.
Well, I'm exhausted from training.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it...
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. I can hardly move. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack? He's a friend of mine, recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him... If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. Great!
Layo naman. Ay, joke. Meron ba parang teleport ka na dito?
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Ay, bobo.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further. We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
Wala pa rin akong 20. Lakas!
Here we go. Brace yourselves. Water gliding.
Ay! Ala! Patay agad!
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Ay, shucks!
Hey, are those guys?
Shucks!
Eat this!
This is order.
Be gone! Boba, get them!
Kasi pag natira,
Windblade!
I was so
To be fair, that could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer.
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you!
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me. And then had...
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You were that legendary adventurer?
The very
I must... Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or...
In which case,
Okay, motion...
so, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Manjavari.
Enough! Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us. As far as the eye could see, the Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, I alone was left to set foot on home ground once more, when the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, best.
Ay!
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Mare Jahari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Ah!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Prepare to be blown away!
Heal, heal, heal! Ay, shucks! Ha? Bayan namatay. Huh? Trip naman niya.
Nice and spicy! You're toast!
This is order.
Dodge this.
Time for takeoff.
Saan na siya?
This moment will be frozen.
Brace yourself. Trevor, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea.
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The sword of brilliant valor and the shield of magnificent honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with? You bet! If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being... Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited. So, what do you say? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reasons are so... selfish. But, I swear I'll give the weapons back to him as soon as I'm done.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find these weapons, and it's all yours.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry. There's no time to lose.
heal mo. Wait lang. Ilang primogems na tayo? 100 pala.
Now I got stomach cramps. Race you!
Oh, you're taking me out?
Sayang naman yung baboy.
My.
Yun na yun.
Yep. You're in for a little shock.
The frying pan, churls? Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely!
Sana.
Windblade! Eat this!
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Blitz. Don't be such a brute.
Lo and behold!
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon. Why would hilly churls be...
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an ant? If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
So, we got our sword. Now, let's scout around. It's definitely in...
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What's he...
He's acting...
What happened? What?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora-spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where? I want to see.
Maybe another time.
Joke lang. Bala kayo dyan.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. A chunk of scrap wood with...
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield, though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will.
You do have a point, Shiny. Okay then. Well, maybe... Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilly Churro? Well, okay, you take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilly Churlium by now. If not... Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all.
Ay,
Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
What?
Seems cheerful enough. Oh, yeah!
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad.
Hey, wait!
sabay takbo lang.
The wine, you promised! I actually helped a lot. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, What are you doing here, Bob?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dada-Upa Gorge.
You better believe it. I could navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow.
Bakit
And I
parang
admire
fake
your
black dude naman
perseverance.
yung
And
boses
your
niya?
memory, too.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilichurls. I'll get back to my, stroll now. Goodbye.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say, someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the...
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's...
Quest completed. Uy.
Rise!
Bobo.
Crumble! Quake! Crumble! Quake!
Sa taas. Pangit. Ang taas. Ay! Yun. Abot, abot. Yun. Shucks. Saan? Ayun. Ba yan? Ulit, ulit, ulit. Alright. May nalaglag na naman na mangga. Wait lang, nangangalay ako. Be!
Straight on.
Layo pa pala. Ba tayo sumunod? Sayang na wala. Wala, nawala na tuloy. Saan na siya napunta? Yun. Naglalag. Ba't ayaw gumalaw? May natira pa? Saan galing to?
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Nagtago ng ano. Saan dapat? Bad trip naman mo. Shucks! Ulit. Ah, shucks! Ah!
All tasks have been handed out.
As I gaze out upon the sea,
Crows wells up inside.
Layo.
A copy of each invoice is sent.
as I gaze out upon the sea, prose wells up inside of me.
Layo. Ay, shucks! Kasi ang lapit ng angle ng camera. I can't. Parang hanggang dito na lang siya. Oop. Abot kaya rito? Let's see. Uy!
Hey, who's that skulking around?
As I gaze out upon the sea, prose wells up inside of me. As I gaze out upon the sea, prose wells up inside of me.
Okay, Papa Zombie na lang. Alright.
All tasks have been handed out. How relaxing.
Wait, ano pa rin oras? Di ko pala nakukuha yung kay ano. Ay.
Add ast... Add ast...
Come take a look. There will be death.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stan.
Oh, Stan. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Meljabari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does anyone get...
I think our friend really did make it to the Meljabari. And I think the tragedy but the real adventurer, the real Stanley. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Meljabari. He's the greatest. Stanley will never die. I'm sorry, Stanley. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes!
Go away.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the sword.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid for—
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. Stanley, we'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wear...
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack. Jack.
Jack...
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my...
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit, just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure...
Stories, experiences, what's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind! I can hear the wind blowing in the mansion. I always believed you existed.
Can you believe?
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for... I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, don't get bored!
Ano ba yan? Wait! Gagi. Ba? Bobo.
Looks like I got carried away.
Ba yan? Ba't kasi ang lapit ng camera? Naman nung... Pag ako nalaglag na naman dito. Ay! Whoop! Ba't ganito ang hirap na uli umakyat?
You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you ever...
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yup. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend.
Oh.
In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Kailangan lang paano? Ayun. Yun. Let's see if we can roll for Eula. One roll! Wala. Ba yan? Uy, pwede tayo bumili sa shop. Yeah. Isa pa. 4-star. At least may bedo. C2 na? Yung bedo. Uy. Bili ulit. Enter time fate. Alright. Isa pa. Uy. C. Ah? Hey. Yuli abot. Let's do another task.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Joke lang. See you. Sino to? Ah, so close. Pwedeng i-ascend? Why? Ha? Bakit ganon? Ah, dito pala. Restaurant interior. Ito, saan pa makukuha? Crafted. Ito na yun. Yung nga pala, i-assign ko pa siya. Wink mo.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able to catch a moment of peace. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa! Leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan!
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Who are you?
Hello, we're here too.
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Hello? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with, if you wish to address me, now.
That's etiquette?
Huh. In former time, and neglecting your manners would But look at the world now. What did you say? You dare question the I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's talk things over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight! I'm just on my way out, huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Dean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Hubert Lawrence. It turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him! Let me guess, he said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
Hindi ko pa pala natatry iba. Sige, last before I end the stream.
Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Eyes on me! Not bad.
This moment will be frozen in time.
To ashes!
Freeze!
Back at ya! Feel the beat!
Come a little close.
Cool it!
Come a little closer.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Come a little close. Try not to enjoy.
Power core! Try till I'm dead!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Freeze!
Let's spark things up.
Amp it up!
Cool it! This moment will be frozen.
Let me weave you a verse. Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Body and mind. Time to act. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Oh, so sorry.
Huh?
I think ito na lang. Hanggang dito na lang here. Ay,